All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostle elders, a great millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shatia from the Chicago camp, coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. And what you see here, I forgot the guy, but the song is called Team Tomodachi. I think it's called TAMODACHI. Okay? And I highly suggest you watch this video and then come back and check out this sit down. But we have a situation here that once you see this video, you can clearly see that these guys are Jake. All right. The elder Malcolm in our account, he always has this expression, you can't fake Jake, which is true. All right. You see this video, the brother got the salt, he got the fashion, the brother's got the dance, the brother got the lyrics. It's like everything. It's Jake. These are Jakes through and through. All right. As the scripture tells us, Romans 8:16, the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are children of the Most High, because it doesn't matter how you look like on the outside. It's all about the Spirit. And this is a huge stumbling block in Israel, because you got a lot of guys who are stuck on the John Shaft, James Amos, and Wesley Snipes doctrine. All right. If you're not crunchy black with an afro with dark eyes, big O's, and big lips, then anything less than that, then you can't be an Israelite, which is the furthest from the truth. As the scripture says, we are the salt of the earth. Matthew 5:13, it says, ye are the salt of the earth. All right. Now, we all know this is first and foremost talking about the truth, because Israel, according to the scripture, was to be an example to the other nations on how to live righteously, as spoken of. I forgot where it was, where it says, what nation like this has the Lord so near to them, that has all these wise laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay, so we know the salt is talking about this truth. But at the same time, we all know that Jake has a spirit on him that nobody can reproduce. Why? Because it's the spirit that the Lord gave to us. Even in Exodus, it tells you that our women were more lively than the other heathen nations. Now, if the women are lively, you know the men are lively. And just because you look like another nation, that doesn't mean that you have any less of that lively spirit. Because you have to remember, we've been scattered all across the world. When you go to, what's that, Deuteronomy 30:3. I could be wrong, but let's see. Deuteronomy 30:3, it says, that then Yahweh thy power will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations, whether Yahweh thy power has scattered thee. Now let me get there's one in Ezekiel that's pretty good too. The Ezekiel 11:16. It says, therefore say, thus saith Yahweh power, although I have cast thee far off among the heathen, Okay. It says, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. Therefore say, thus saith Yahweh power, I will even gather you from the people and assemble you out of the countries where ye have been scattered, and I will give you the land of Israel. All right, meaning that you're going to have Israelites all across the world that look like the other nations. This is not a new concept. When you go to where he says, I smote them because they spoke half Ashdod. Was it Nehemiah? Mm, yeah. Nehemiah 13 and I'm going to say 23. And in those days, oh, perfect. In those days also saw I Jews that had married wives of Ashdod and Ammon and Moab, because this group right here is from Japan. Okay. And their biblical nationality is Ammon. They're the Ammonites. So it says, in those days also saw I Jews that had married wives of Ashdod, of Ammon, and of Moab. And their children spake half in the speech of Ashdod, and could not speak in the Jews' language, but according to the language of each people. Right. So you had Israelites popping the women of the other nations. Their children were born and they spoke the language of the other nation. They didn't speak Hebrew, or they might have spoke a very broken form of it. It was very little. Okay. It says, and I contended with them and cursed them and smote certain of them and plucked off their hair and made them swear by the Most High, saying, ye shall not give your daughters unto the sons, nor take their daughters unto your sons, or for yourselves. And the reason why he did this is because you're going to have certain Israelite men. They got content being around these other nations of women and just didn't continue to teach their law, statutes, and commandments to their children. All right. This was the conflict. But nonetheless, you have the same situation going on today. You have men, Israelites, that have spread their seed all across the world. You have Israelites that have been scattered all across the world. You telling me during the time of World War II, when Jake was going overseas and they had stations over there in Japan, you telling me that they was like, you know what? I am not going to deal with this fine ass Ammonite woman. I'm going to go find Keisha. Keisha's the only one that can satisfy my needs. Hell no. And you crazy as hell to believe such a thing. He saw a fine ass Japanese woman and got busy with her. And now you have a situation where you have Israelites that look like this guy, the one that you see in the front with the half blue, half red hoodie. All right. And you guys that for some odd reason can't receive this, you need to pray to the Lord to open up your understanding. Because whether you like it or not, this is also part of the 100% doctrine. The speckled bird, Israelites, the Israelite foreigners that have been scattered all across the world. This is part of the 100% doctrine. And if you cannot accept this, well, hey, man, that's on you. But that's all I want to say on this. I hope you all were edified. To the next time, we're going to say Shalom.